Have you guys seen the man versus bear thing? Man or bear? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So the question is, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear? I want you to go first. And then we're going to go around the table like this, and then we'll circle back to you. So go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
The man or a bear?
Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear?
A bear.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, bear.
A man. Do you want us to explain why or no?
Yeah.
We'll come back to that.
Come back to it.
A man.
Probably a man.
Probably a bear.
Oh, okay. Got the friend group here.
What am I
and what about you?
100% a man.
Okay, so we got man, bear. Okay. Did you only say that because your two friends over here said bear and you feel like I can't go against my
stick as a
friends?
group.
No, honestly, I just think that I would be able to outrun the bear.
No, you can't. You can't.
Taking her on runs.
If I just did,
You can't do that.
like if
Babes, you're
I
not
didn't provoke
Erroneous.
the bear,
Erroneous. Erroneous.
I feel like
Erroneous.
if I didn't provoke the bear, nothing would happen. But like
That's not true.
That's risky.
I don't know.
Not necessarily.
I don't know. I feel like men, like a scary man, is scarier than like.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
But you didn't say
You didn't
scary,
specify
right?
what the intentions of the man was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is,
Well, hold
is he
on.
like a regular
But
man?
the interesting here's what's interesting to me with this question. No one is assuming. Wait, hold on. How do I want to frame this?
Yeah.
Ill intent of the man.
I'm assuming a baby cub.
Everyone seems to assume the man is bad, but like no one is assuming the bear is good.
Yeah.
So how do we not what if we just apply? Let's say they're both have bad intentions.
Oh.
I'd rather get mauled alive than
I
beat
think
up
I'd
by a
have-
man.
I think I'd have better odds
Against
fighting off a man than a
Yeah,
bear.
yes.
me too.
100% you'd have better odds.
And if I were to just walk into the woods alone and I came across a bear, the fear that would go through me compared to if I came across a man,
I'd be
different.
scared if I
Scared
came
about
across
the
a man.
I would be a little off put.
Bears are
I'd be like, oh,
animalistic.
there's something.
Yeah.
But if I saw a bear, I would freak out.
I'd probably
I would
be
say I'm
excited.
flexible.
I feel like
Well,
the
and
argument.
you can't reason with a bear. You can reason with a man.
I'd have better odds
I
with
feel
the
like the
man.
argument stems from like the worst a bear can do is like hit you, maul you, like kill you. But there's like so much more that a man can do. Like not all men, obviously, but like a man with ill intent can do like before he kills you. And I think that's what goes through a lot of women's head when they choose a bear first.
See, I would feel like if I'm in the woods, I'm probably lost. So I'm
Private
go up
chat.
to that man and hope he can help me find my way out. But
Zero
I'd love
survival
to see
skills
a
if you're
bear.
going straight up to a man in the woods.
Well, no, but
Probably
the
has
man we didn't
survival
say he's
skills.
That's actually probably
dangerous.
great survival.
Yeah, probably
skills.
great. Go for
Wait,
the
we have a
person
chat
that's
here.
there.
Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or sunglasses and handle of Jack? Feel scared for the imaginary pilot.
Oh,
Dang it!
I choose the man
I
over that.
Yeah.
Although that would be a lot more entertaining.
I'm choosing the man. Nick, does that pull up a photo? Is it like just the photo, or does it also show the? Yeah, perfect. One of my viewers wanted me to ask this one. This is just a fun thing. So this is the man. Let me know when you get it, Nick.
Oh.
So this guy, or he kind of looks like a bear. This guy, or
Bender the
okay, we'll
offender
come back to it.
donated $200.
No way.
There's no way you just said you can outrun a bear.
Yeah.
They can climb trees too. You ain't
This is true.
escaping a bear.
I think it's more like if I'm gonna get killed by a man or a bear, I'd rather be killed by the bear.
Really?
Because
Me too.
of what the man
Yeah.
can
Wait.
do before he kills me.
Yeah.
The man can get away with it too.
Well, what if the man like?
A bear would.
No, a bear would, but I mean, it's a bear.
Wait, question.
Be realistic. They're not
What
going to
about-
walk
no
up the
trial
bear.
for the bear.
Let's say the man doesn't want, like, because it's like the assumption here is like they're going to SA you or whatever. What if they don't want to SA you, but they do have like violent intention? They want to kill you, but they're not going to like torture you or anything. They're just going to like shoot you or something. Would that be? So you know for a fact the man would.
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $200. For fuck's sake, you will never know the man was there. He knows you will just be a drain on his resources and add nothing but woman prattle, so we'll hide and watch the bear get indigestion.
Bear indigestion.
Oh my God.
Yeah, think
I'd
you're good
rather
one.
just get shot.
Yeah.
So the scenario is like the guy will shoot you, or this bear.
Is gonna try to maul you.
You don't know. He's the bear's aggressive and
Yeah.
wants to attack
I'd rather
you.
just get
Well,
shot.
yeah, I would rather just get shot.
I'd rather get
All right.
mauled by
Yeah.
the
Well,
bear.
Wait, pull the photo up really quick.
Well, I don't
wouldn't
really
want-
Wait,
understand.
which guy? This guy or the bear?
I think maybe
The bear.
I could
The
escape
bear.
that
Still the bear?
man
Still the
because
The bear. I
that
could run
man's-
faster than that
Sorry,
man.
Jay.
I'd rather
Sorry,
my
Jay.
name make headlines like,
That's Jay, by the
mauled
way.
by a bear rather than killed by a man. I don't
Yeah,
want to
but
get taken out by a
that
man.
man is like not in the
Well,
best
so
shape and he's older.
bears also they're not good killing machines.
Yeah.
They're
They will just
not
mutilate.
effective. So all they
Yeah.
You
do,
alive? Is that?
well, so they will, they eat you alive.
Yeah.
So most of their diet is fish,
And fruits.
dead carcasses, fruits. Sometimes it'll be other animals, but they're not very effective killing machines. So they will eat you while you're still kicking.
Yeah, and you'll
And
like,
oftentimes,
bleed
people
out.
who get mauled by bears, if they do die, it's very, very later.
And if they
Yes,
survive,
yes,
they're ultra traumatized.
Exactly, it's rough.
Yeah.
So yeah, generally for this argument or this discussion, it didn't really. I don't think it got the point across that it wanted to get across to me. It just pointed out that a lot of people think with their feelings and not with their head.
Yep.
I think there's also like a bunch of layers of mistrust, right? We've seen so many negative things happen, especially now that we have internet and heard all these stories about
I think the
women
negative
being
things just,
SA
like-
and things like that.
Yeah.
Like it just naturally inclines you towards.
I
steering
also
away
think
from
that the
human
negative
experience.
things are the things that come to the surface way more than the positive things.
I'm
I
just
think
curious on
generally speaking,
That's news in general.
Yeah, it's just news in general. I
Anxiety
think
and voting.
men in general would rather protect a woman, and bears in general could care less.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
not care
They don't
less.
care what your
Yeah.
gender is.
Now let me ask you guys a question. Those of you who said bear, let's change the setting from woods to a 10 by 10 room. Does that change anything?
Well, you're
Starting with you.
A 10 by 10 room?
10 by 10 room. Does that change anything?
How big is that?
10
by 10.
Okay.
Just
Like
think
the
of this
small-
area.
This living room.
Oh my god, that changes it.
What's the
Is
answer?
it the same man that you showed before?
Same man, same bear.
What? No. It's just it's a random man.
The man.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it would probably change it just because in that setting, like there's really nowhere for you to go. Well, yeah, I guess then yeah, it would change.
Well, in the forest, arguably there would be nowhere for you to go.
Yeah. Well,
either.
more forest. Like
Because this hypothetical.
like you run farther.
Well, the hypothetical would seem to indicate that you will make contact. Otherwise, what if you don't make
Yeah.
contact
Then
in the
there's no
hypothetical?
issue.
Yeah.
What would the issue be? So in both scenarios, you're making contact.
If it's like a man with malintent, then
No. But it's
I'm
a
just-
random man.
if it's a random man, is it a random? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's a random man. So it could be, for example, the random man that generates could be your brother or father.
Oh.
It could be.
Because it's random.
Or it could be a good man.
Well, if
It's actually it's more likely than not that whichever
good
random
man.
man you get is going to be a good man.
Could be a skinny man. Oh my god.
then if he's gonna be a good man, then I'll say man.
No. Hold on.
I know it's a
random,
random
though.
man. It's a
So
random
you're-
man.
you're-
there is the
know.
possibility it
There's
could
a
be a terrible
possibility.
But the
man.
Yeah.
probability is
Yes.
higher
Yeah,
than it's
then-
good.
What about you?
I think going into like when you first said the question, I was thinking about which one would I rather be killed by.
No.
So in like this, I guess I would change my answer. Like even in the woods, I would say a man, and in the room, I would say a
Well,
man.
even if you pick the bear, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get attacked. It doesn't necessarily mean you'll be
yeah,
attacked.
Just the
But I
probabilities.
don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there probably is a higher chance that I would be able to survive.
Okay, she's
than
changing
that.
it up now. Okay.
Well, just like I had thought about it, I was
Sure.
like, I would rather be killed by the bear.
But your
But
gut
that's like,
instinct
Yeah.
was
if I
different.
was like gonna get killed, like for sure, like I'm getting killed.
I'm not even sure if you'd want,
Yeah, I think-
even then, if
yeah.
you'd prefer to be.
I think you're just
Well-
misinformed.
I think.
I don't know. I feel
Sorry.
like it's like we hear
Go ahead.
more.
Go ahead.
like- sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, you go ahead, then you go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like we hear more like horror stories about like sexual assault, and so that fear is like ingrained in my head. Like I would never want that to happen to me, but I don't hear about like getting mauled by a bear much. So
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just like not.
Well,
like,
there aren't too many bears in the city.
Right.
Yeah.
so-
Well, like it's just not like one of my biggest fears.
Right.
Yeah.
But, okay. And then you were going to say?
Kind of piggyback off of Alyssa. It's just kind of like in the like initial like or on TikTok when that question was like circulating, it is more like about like the essay and things that like would happen it was a man with malintent, and then what was your decision be? But if it's like obviously like you said a random man and it could be good, then
this is like a perfect situation because I had no idea what the reference was to, so it was just my inherent response. But sounds like you ladies had some backstory to it, and that impacted like your actual response.
Yeah, well, like when I saw it before, like on TikTok or whatever platform it was on, that was like what a lot of like the responses was, and then that would get me thinking like, yeah, I've heard all these horror stories, or I've had.
I think this is more of it's more a negative comment on like how our social media and how media in general portray men, because the image that you're getting of men is obviously pretty negative. Whereas generally speaking, men are not like that. They're probably it's like we said, it's more likely you'll meet a kind-hearted man in the woods than you will a kind-hearted bear.
I do agree that I think that what gets pushed out in the perspective of men is definitely negative, and I think that's just because that's what like sells more and gets more views. But yeah,
do you feel like the reverse is also true? Like women get a bad rap that just because they want maybe a financially stable, secure man that's going to take care of them, now women are all of a sudden considered to be like
you have to,
super like materialistic and gold diggers and all that stuff.
So if we just put a blanket statement, like for example, let's if we put men in this situation, like would you rather, I don't know if the bear thing is perfect, but
I don't.
Would you rather be in the woods with a bear or with like a gold digger?
Well, because there's no threat there. That's the thing. So we have to find an
I know it would have to be something else. But would you agree that if men had this prejudice towards women being gold diggers, would you agree that that's sexist? Would you agree it's sexist if men had a prejudice against women that women were gold diggers? Is that sexist towards men? So
towards
now,
women, you mean?
No, towards men. Or wait,
women. From men towards women.
Would it be? Would it be? Yes. Would it be a sexist view towards women?
Yeah.
Would the men be sexist to have that prejudice?
I think it is, yes, because they're automatically assuming that the woman is not capable of harm, right? Like, I think it goes the same way.
So,
it goes both ways.
Are women sexist for having a prejudice against men, for viewing men as dangerous and unsafe and as predators?
Sexism goes both ways. That's all I was saying. Sexism goes both ways.
I'd like to hear from the other girls here, because it's not clear to me if women are prepared to say, yes, I am sexist because I have this irrational fear of men. And you might even argue that it's a rational fear.
I don't know. For that, I would say like for a long time I felt that way.
I'm so glad I'm not dating donated $200. There's a bear. It's clearly about to attack you. Choose your defense. A6 130 pounds skinny, sweet, genuine, average nerdy gamer. Or 6'5 plus 255 pounds murder convict covered in tattoos from head to toe.
Good question.
Which one? Number 1 or 2? Starting with you.
Who would I want to defend me?
Yes. Yeah.
The larger man.
I would wonder about the murder convict because maybe he has some great self-defense skills. That's what I'm saying.
Just answer the question.
It doesn't have to be that deep.
That's the answer. That was my answer.
Just Gerald donated $200.
Indeed.
Alaska here, laughing at those that choose the bear. Outrun a bear. I can't stop laughing. It hurts.
Oh no, maybe she did track. Maybe she did.
No, she did not. She did not. We went on a run before, and she could not do the run.
No, she was not.
Bears are like 1,000 pounds and faster than Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Like.
I would choose the convict to defend.
The first one, because he's probably still strong enough to protect me.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'd say
the first one?
Yeah.
The 130-pound skinny guy?
I mean, he's a man. He's probably still strong enough to protect
He's
me.
never
From
been in
a
a
bear
fight or
back-
flight
Really hell.
situation.
But you have a better
I don't want to
option.
be murdered.
yeah, because what happens
No,
after?
but they're defending you. They're defending you. You're not just stuck with them.
Yeah.
Okay, then the second one.
Yeah.
I feel like I thought about it.
Okay, then the second one. They're just defending.
It was the convict.
Sorry,
was
I changed my
confusing.
answer.
I mean, I still think the 6'5" guy's gonna get fucked up.
No, yeah. So I would pick the convict for a totally different reason. I am gonna probably bet that this guy's probably a little bit overweight and is not going to be as fast as me or as you guys. So all you have to do is just be faster than him.
That's true.
I actually would pick the convict. So like, if the bear were to kill him, like the bigger guy could like wear the bear out first.
Yeah.
I don't know about where.
Or if he's bigger,
You'll maybe
the
have
bear-
time to get away
What
if
about
he's
you?
preoccupied. Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I said the convict after what you said because also if he's bigger, then the bear's probably gonna want like the bigger meal, right? While he's like eating that guy, could like go for
The
it.
convict.
Yeah.
The what?
Convict.
The convict.
Okay. All right. I just don't get this whole. I don't know.
I just think that the most gals that you're probably talking to don't really have like the context.
The Shy Guys donated $214.82. The real question is, would you be stuck with a bear or with a woman? And why is it the bear? You gals never had a survival training. I would say this should be mandatory for everyone. Gustavo's hair roll.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
Woman.
But I did pose a question. I did ask. Okay, so if men's prejudice towards women being gold diggers is sexist, is women's prejudice towards men being broadly dangerous or unsafe, is that a sexist?
There's a degree of mutual sexism that happens. I think from women, though, it comes from trauma.
Answer the question.
I agreed with you earlier that yes, it was
Let's get
mutually
everybody's
sexist.
answer to this,
Okay.
starting with you.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like it's also sorry. I feel like it's not necessarily well, I guess you can't say it's sexist because we have this one view for men, but I think it's engraved in our head because it has happened so much. Like if you with a woman who's a gold digger, she might be trying to steal your money, but she's not trying to like hurt you. It's not that we think that all men are like this. It's that we have to take precautions to think a certain way because it's happened so many times.
Well, I mean, you can rationalize your sexism as much as you want, just like the southern states rationalized slavery for a very, very long time.
Or any like racism.
Regardless of the rationale, it was still racist.
Right. I understand.
So I guess regardless of your rationale, you can still like acknowledge that it's sexist.
Yeah, I'll acknowledge that it's sexist, but I think it has its reasons behind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I already said yes.
That's what I would have said.
You got
into the mic.
Sorry, that's what I would have said. What she said.
Yeah.
Okay. Good talk, I guess.
Progress.
Good talk. There's one last thing we can pull up really quick, Nick, on this. Shout out to get that pulled up. What's that? Private chat. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't. Yeah. Pull that up. Shout out to the Tin Men on Instagram. Pull it up when you're. He did a little thingy. Put us on the other side. Make it bigger, please. Make this bigger. One more. Yeah. Okay. Man or bear? Yet another thought experiment. Go next. All right, so men have spent their entire adult lives being educated by dehumanizing social media thought experiments, and this time it's bears. I guess they've done this before with other things. Next. No, scroll. Yeah, that's fine. Women, would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear? I want to say the man, I really do, but I can't shake the idea that I would be safer with a bear. The latest viral meme asks if women would rather meet a man in a forest or a bear. Next. Some people have even done mathematics to claim we would all be safer with bears. It is, however, a dishonestly phrased question. Next. Every year, women encounter thousands of men, and following these thousands of interactions, around 0.9% of American women will be a victim of a violent crime annually. That's from the U.S. Department of Justice from 2020. Next. So perhaps a better question would be if you swapped all 124 million American men, fathers, sons, brothers, friends, and granddads with bears, would violent crime rates go up? Next. Yes, it's true. 80% of violent crimes are committed by men, but it's also true that only 0.2% of American men are arrested for violent crimes each year. That's from the FBI. Next. And if you like bears, then here's another. Women are the primary abusers of children in America, and it's mother only 43%, father only 27%. So which would you rather? Leave your child alone with a woman or a crocodile? Next.
Oh boy.
Because that wasn't sexist.
The answer, of course, is the woman. Because only a teeny minority of parents are abusive, and the vast majority of women are perfectly kind to children. Next. So man or bear? Father seen identifying as a bear while entering family court in the hope he receives less prejudice. Which would you choose? So that's a great, the Tin Men, they're a great resource there on Instagram. Some great stuff on that, so be sure to check it out. But yeah, I mean, it comes down a bit to like encounters, right? I mean, you have to ask, like, per encounter, like, think of all the men you've walked by, that you've met, that you've even hung out with privately, that perhaps maybe some of you have encountered terrible men. It certainly may be the case. But if you were in the same scenario, you replace all those scenarios where you encountered a man, replace it with a bear. And you can even distribute that proportionally to the type of bear, because some bears are more aggressive than others. But if you were just, whatever the distribution is, it's what, 10% polar, I don't know what the distribution is. You get fucked up by a bear. I'm just saying, the bear is the terrible choice.
Yeah.
No? Also, on this, if we were to place man with a racial or ethnic group, would the question then become racist?
Like racial ethnic group versus bear?
Like, would you rather be in the forest with X racial, we'll just even say it's still a man, but would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a black man? Would that be a racist question?
It's both racism and sexism, right?
Right. Well, if it's racist, it certainly has to be sexist too.
Yeah.
Well, I'll ask you guys actually. Would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a black man?
A bear. When you asked the question the first time, I envisioned like a big, like strong, old white man.
I did as well.
Wait, so you'd still pick the bear though?
Yeah.
I initially said bear, and it wasn't because of the person's race. It was because it would be because of their sex. So.
Okay. No, but I'm saying, hold on.
I know.
So the question is, I've changed the question.
Yeah.
Would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a black man?
Bear.
I stick with bear.
Still stick with bear? Okay.
I changed my mind about it to the man. So
all right.
In the case, it would still be the man.
We won't linger on this for too long. I'll give a couple other fun scenarios here. What about a giant lesbian woman? Does that change anything?
No.
What do you pick there?
Bear.
Still the bear?
Yes.
What? I'd choose her.
Oh wait, am I getting the? Can you? Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be in the woods with a giant lesbian woman?
She probably chops wood.
No, I'm sorry. That's
or a bear?
The bear.
The bear.
Survival.
The bear.
Okay. All right.
You're still gonna lose.
I would admit that this would be sexist, but I would say the lesbian woman.
Okay.
The woman.
Okay. What about? Hold on. What about a gay man?
Fair.
A fat
Or a
gay
bear?
man.
No, just a gay man or a bear.
Gay man.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, gay man.
The gay man.
Yeah. I think the fear here is like the. Okay. Well.
You
What
could
about?
also include gay man to just man. Too,
Yeah.
'cause
That could be
are
one of the
gay.
random
No,
men
that's actually
that
a really good
shows
point.
up.
Yeah.
That's a really
Could
good
be a
point,
gay man.
Madison.
Could be gay,
The random man
too.
could end up being a gay man.
Could also.
Yeah, he could.
Could it be like
You
a
guys got me.
trans
I understand your argument.
What about a woman serial killer versus a random man?
Do
A
I
random-
do I know she's a serial killer?
So,
Or like she will be a serial killer.
well, yes, you do know because I'm asking the question. But so, serial killer woman versus random man. So you could get a man with bad intention, but you could also get
A
your
woman.
more-
The woman. Paul, fight her off.
You
Is
would
that
rather
woman
be
like
Wait.
with a serial killer.
the woman?
Does she have like a
threat to
weapon or
you?
anything? I
No,
could fight her
no
off.
weapons.
She
Yeah, I
needs
can
more
fight her off.
she needs more information.
I would do the man, because if I know 100% this girl's a serial killer, I would obviously go for the
And
one
the
that I have
intention,
my
to be clear,
odds.
she wants to kill
wants to
you.
kill you.
Just to be
I
clear.
would want to kill her too.
Okay. All right. What about you?
I would say the man, just because I know that this like woman has killed other people before.
Right.
She's like capable.
Yeah, if she wants
She's
to kill you, she's gonna
experienced.
kill
Yeah.
you if she has a weapon
And
or
we
not.
don't know the intentions of the man, so I'm gonna give him like the bad.
Have you
But you
killed
still
somebody?
take
Yeah.
I still take the women, guys. I have trust. I don't know.
All right.
You
Goddamn.
guys would, like,
What if
flip it
she's a
away.
lesbian serial killer?
Ooh, that changes things.
Then she could
I'm sick of
essay you
this.
and
could
kill
essay
you.
Yeah.
Does that change anything? Still the.
I could fight her off.
What if she does jujitsu? And
I
she's
have
an
a
MMA
little
fighter.
bit of boxing experience.
Also make
I'll put
her-
What
that
about
in.
okay? How about what about a man who is dressed as a bear versus a bear?
I feel there's gonna be an obvious difference unless the costume's really good.
Man.
What about you?
The man.
Why does the costume change it?
Well, they look the same. I guys, by the way, I have terrible vision, so I probably won't be able to tell the difference. My vision is terrible.
What about
I'm
you?
getting lost. It's the man in the bear costume is like, okay, yeah.
So a
okay.
man who's dressed as a bear, random man,
Random man in a, okay.
a furry, I guess,
Yeah. If he's
or a bird.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what
I'm
kind
sure
of
if
bear
he's
costume
Jennifer.
too? You know,
Man, yeah.
it makes me think twice just because I'm like, does he have a mental instability
Yeah.
because he's dressed as a
Exactly.
bear, and is he really going to just
how
like?
unstable
I agree
is
with
he
that.
He's
It's
gonna want to
not the
protect
type
you.
I'd go for.
Yeah.
Just the man.
Okay, and then all right, we're gonna move on.